what we have seen my colleagues presenting is really diversifying waste management innovations for enhanced circular plastic economy in Southern Africa. As we can see quickly from this picture, Southern Africa is probably the smallest region when we remove the overlapping nations from the Central Africa and from the Eastern Africa. You'll find that we are quite a small region, which have quite big waste problems as well. But what can we draw really from the presentations this morning or this afternoon is that there is evidence of entrepreneurial development in Southern Africa in terms of how to tackle waste. There is an urgent need to address plastic waste. And also we could see the emerging digitalization and technologies to bring efficiency in waste management. And one thing that you could also notice this morning is that women and the youth for circular plastic economy is on the move. And then there is a need for more community education and the involvement. And as I've said earlier, it's small populations vis-a-vis small waste, and there is high reliance on the biggest South Africa economy. And also, there is also a need for us to improve the understanding of waste in terms of data, distribution, nature, and extent. So, but the presentation really shows us that there is that waste carries value in our community. And just a little bit an overview that despite of all these beautiful things happening, there is still an elephant in the room, and that is in terms of the gaps, and those gaps ranges from technology, networking, skills, education, appropriate policies, infrastructure and facilities. And our next step really is to take these 3 case studies and come up with a story and start telling a story regarding how this waste management innovation are enhancing circular plastic economy in Southern Africa, looking at the different dimensions that have been indicated in here. So really, I want to thank my colleagues from the Southern Africa in terms of what they were able to present, and this depicted a picture of diversity of what is happening in terms of digital innovation in Southern Africa, and I thank you.
So very much indeed, Selma, the seasoned academic that you managed to pack so much within about 4 minutes there. So thank you very much indeed. That's brilliant. That's great. Well, our time is going, but are there any? We still have more time later on in the day for more interaction. Are there any questions or comments to the panelists and speakers from Southern Africa? I can see there is one already. Okay, maybe not. Somebody is trying to post a comment or question. Tracy, is there anything there in the chat that is particularly relevant to the speakers from Southern Africa before we move on quickly? Okay, right. So so there's a question here about how can startup be supported to get started. So so it's usually a challenge when new organizations are trying to do new things. There are always a few barriers to cross. Can you just tell us briefly what is going on there? What is the strategy that you or anyone in the network in Namibia is using to encourage startups who want to do different things? We see this really fascinating diversity of activities happening with the POPA, with Recycle Labs, and now in Zambia with Recycle Box. Really great stuff. So what about new organizations wanting to do new stuff? What are the supports? What kind of support is available either from government or from any other sector? Selma.
Currently, and I will give my colleagues to just speak from experience, but basically it is really from the passion and from the heavy struggles of the startups, because there is no, at the current moment in Southern Africa, and perhaps to a small extent in South Africa, there is a very limited funding earmarked for startups in terms of coming even in waste management. So most of them take up heavy loans that are not even subsidized. And really it has just to do with the passion that most of the startups are thriving and having successful businesses. But these are things that are moving as the green economy is improving. We can see slowly commercial banks and even the government reacting towards the need to really support the startups and innovation regarding the green economy. And I think I'm seeing a positive way from here, but maybe we need an experienced startup to just give a bit of an overview. Luz?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Luz or anyone, just one quick comment from Southern Africa in response to this question. Anyone want to speak to that? Either Luz or Florenza or Chifungu. Yeah, Luz, over to you. A quick one, yes.
Thank you. As a very new startup that's not as old as a year, we are really struggling to get funds. So most of our research and everything that we've done so far has been self-funded. So as Selma said, in Southern Africa, there's not really a lot of support at the moment. So we're kind of trying to work more than one job to get this done, because as she mentioned too, it's really the passion and the impact. You know, this information is important and you know the results that it can give, but not everybody is always walking that road with you. So it's very hard and tough, but yeah, we're keeping on and fighting forward.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And I think that is why the work you're doing is important, because you are pioneers in a challenging and tough field, but you are carrying on anyway. So it's great to see. And the more there are more organizations like yourself coming together, there is opportunity then to support those who are coming up as well, you know, because you are building also a repository of experience and knowledge and data that will be helpful. It's not just in terms of finances sometimes it's also in terms of knowledge. Knowledge is an important currency, you know, information can also be really helpful for startups. And I think as you are building this ecosystem and as it's expanding, there will be more opportunity for other startups.